Hello, this is Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire, and things are just getting started. It's 10 a.m. Eastern, it's 3 p.m. in the UK, and we're live. So let's go over here and I'll bring this on screen. I can see today we're talking about OneStream.Live Studio and VDO.Ninja. I'm just checking that I'm actually live, and we are good. So let's make a start. And I'm going to take that off solo, and you'll see me on screen in a second. Okay, so today we're talking about two systems, OneStream.Live, which is where I'm broadcasting from now, and VDO.Ninja. Now, you may never have heard of VDO.Ninja, but I should tell you that VDO.Ninja is a very powerful system. And I first got involved with it when it began, because it began a couple of years ago, and it is designed and maintained by Steve Seguin, who is from Canada. And of course, OneStream.Live, I work for OneStream.Live. So we're going to do a comparison. Now, should it be OneStream.Live versus VDO, or should it be OneStream.Live and VDO? Now, from my point of view, it should be and, because they're aimed at two totally different markets. And I'm going to explain why in the course of the next 40 minutes. I've got a special guest today. My special guest is my partner, Angelica, and we'll be talking about something rather special. I've got a surprise for Angelica, so hang there and you'll be able to watch what the surprise is. So let's look at the menu for today, and we're going to be taking a look at both systems. Introduction we're doing now. How does VDO.Ninja work? Review of the system, using VDO.Ninja for multiple guests, and onwards and upwards with how does OneStream.Live work, using OneStream.Live for guests, review of OneStream.Live, and we're going to cover all those topics during this show. If you've got any questions whilst I'm live, please ask them. If you've got any questions and you're watching the replay, if you're watching replay, I want to say a big thank you. Because we know a lot of the views actually come from replay viewers. Now, I'm just going to go here for a moment. And if I go up here and go here, I can hide that. So along the bottom of the screen, reminder, OneStream.Live and VDO.Ninja. We're going to look at VDO.Ninja first. So if I bring the video up, starting here, because basically both are browser-based. OneStream.Live is a page in my browser, single tab. VDO.Ninja is a combination of two systems. It's a combination of a web page, which is the VDO.Ninja web page, VDO.Ninja, and OBS. So you can, well, I'll explain in this video. Let's watch the video. This is Stephen, and we're looking at VDO.Ninja. This is the VDO.Ninja web page, and you just type in VDO.Ninja and it will take you straight there, VDO.Ninja. Now, this started life in lockdown. Steve Seguin, who's in Toronto in Canada, programmed this, and he updates it virtually every day. This resource is for live broadcasting, and it's free. And basically, all we need to do is to create a room. So for a room, we need a name and a password if you want. You don't need to have a password. And the director will be performing as well. And enter the room in the director's role. There we go. And this is a room now set up on the VDO.Ninja, and it is ready to go. And all we need is two things. First of all, I need to switch my camera on, which will happen in a second, so you can see me. Okay, so my camera is on, and I'm the first participant. The next thing is that we send the link copy the link and send the link to the people we're actually inviting to the broadcast. Okay, but this is not the only piece of software involved. To actually broadcast out to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and Twitch, there's a second piece of software involved, and that is OBS. And this is OBS, and this is an OBS blank scene, and we're going to fill this in. Because what you're going to do is you're going to take the signal from here into OBS. Okay, and you're going to do that by copying this URL here. So let's copy that link, come over to OBS, and if I go add a source, and it's a browser source, okay, and I key in the link that I've just copied and press OK. In a second, I will come through here and there we have it. And I'm just going to line myself up. Now, what I need to do is just a second, because you've got to be careful doing all this. That should be it. Okay, so what I've done, basically because I'm actually demonstrating this, I've just turned off my microphone, but you should still be able to hear me in the recording. So this is it. This is basically, I've now brought from that web page into OBS, and all I needed to do was to copy that link. Simple as that, and it's now in OBS, and in OBS I could start streaming, and I can stream to a single destination or multiple destinations with everybody who's on camera. Now we're back in a moment and we'll actually have two people on camera and we'll see how it works from there. But you do need the two pieces of software, and basically the one is going to be bringing the signals in, okay, into a room, and the second one is going to be broadcasting that room out to the world. So two pieces of software. Now we're going to compare this with basically OneStream in a moment, but this is the approach, and this has been coded by Steve Seguin in Canada. This is one person coding, and it is an amazing resource for everybody, because this software is used around the globe, because you don't need to go live, because you can just hold a meeting in this room without going anywhere. But if you want to go live, you bring it into OBS and you start streaming wherever you want to stream. So two-step process. It does mean that you need obviously to have OBS and knowledge of how to use OBS, and you need knowledge of how to use the VDO.Ninja. Now it's basically, you do need to invest time to do this. You need to invest your time to learn the system, to learn how VDO.Ninja works. Yeah, because I'm only showing you the elements in relation to today's broadcast. VDO.Ninja is capable of many things, but it is a two-step process, and that's the major difference, one of the major differences between VDO.Ninja. But VDO.Ninja is free. So let's take a look at what happens in the next section about two people. So I'm going to stop recording now. Right, so I stopped recording. That was basically I recorded my working on VDO.Ninja and on OBS, and hopefully that explained what it's all about. It is a fusion of two disparate systems. OBS, we know, has been around for years, and Steve's system, VDO.Ninja, just dovetails into it just like that. It's a very tight fit. And the thing is, I'm only showing you an overview of VDO.Ninja. I'm showing you enough so that you know that it works and how it works. So you can have 20 people on screen, you send out the invitation and they come in one by one, and then you can either take everybody over one at a time, and I'll show you that in a moment, or you can just capture the screen and the screen goes into OBS. OBS is then used to broadcast out. Now, there is obviously 2 pieces of software involved, therefore the load on your processor, got to watch that. But I have to say that VDO.Ninja is very lean. In other words, it doesn't eat memory, okay, or processing. It is meant to work anywhere in the world. And you can use a mobile phone to actually go on VDO.Ninja. Right, now the second thing is that the whole purpose of VDO.Ninja was a shortcoming in OBS. OBS by default, it's very difficult to actually bring people in. People used to add guests via Skype. Now they can just use VDO.Ninja. So Steve has changed the way that multi-person OBS broadcasts take place. Simple as. Now let's have a look at the way in which second video about a VDO.Ninja, and this one, well, let's just follow it through. In the last section, we looked at how everything is structured. Now we're going to bring a guest in. Now you can have up to 20 guests, and as I say, you can all be in the studio, you can all be talking to each other. All you need to do to invite a guest is to copy the invite a guest link, which is there. Go over to your email or messenger and paste in the link. Okay, so now I spoke to Angelica a moment ago, and she's ready to receive that. And this is, you can't just send links to people randomly. Do organize it, get in contact with people beforehand, and send them the link before you're due to go live. Okay, you can send the link as soon as you create the room. It's up to you how you do it, but do organize it so that everybody arrives at the same time, and be mindful of time differences as well. Okay, so Angelica should have seen the link by now and should be joining us in this studio in a moment. And there we have it. And hello, Angelica. Right, so Angelica can hear me, which is good. Now, all I've done, Angelica's done, is to come into the studio. You can see that I can adjust things quite easily to suit. But remember 5 minutes ago when I went over to OBS? Let's go to OBS right now. And if I go to the page, you will see that this one, probably, Angelica and I are both on OBS. And I can move us around just like that. Now, I could have brought Angelica in individually and myself in individually. It's just so easy to do. And now if I hit the start streaming button, we will go live. But I promised Angelica we wouldn't do that. So we're not going live. But I could now go live to Twitch or to Facebook or to YouTube. But it is a 2-step process. We've got the room here, and Angelica and I can chat here on video without going live. And if I want to go live, I go to OBS, bring in the picture on OBS, which Angelica can't see, and then go live. Simple 2-step process. Up to 20 people on screen. This is free to use, and you can do all sorts of things with it. If you know OBS well, then you can tailor it to the nth degree. You can have another screen. Let's just go, and if Angelica bears with us a moment, I'll add another scene. Okay, so scene 2, which is blank at the moment, and I'm going to go back here, and I'm just going to copy Angelica's link and come over to OBS and go add. Hope this works, and it's a browser. And I'm going to put the link in, and in 3, 2, 1, hopefully there we have it, and I can increase the size of that, and you can now see Angelica has got a screen of her own. So we've got a screen with 2 of us on, a screen with just Angelica, and likewise I could have a screen with just me. Angelica, thank you, and to everybody who's watched this, thank you. I'll be back in a moment. Bye for now. Thank you. Bye. So that's it. easy and straightforward, but it's not as easy as it is on OneStream.Live. This is the difference. OneStream.Live is a single page, single system. You can bring guests in just by inviting them. I'm going to invite Angelica in a moment for a reprise. And you've got images. I can put an image on screen in the studio. If I want to play a video, I just press one button and the video will come on screen. I'm going to remove that and come back to that, and I'm going to remove that, and hopefully in a second I'll get back on screen with you. Okay, so we're looking at OneStream.Live Studio and VDO.Ninja. We've done the introduction. How does VDO.Ninja work? And we've done it in two parts. One is the actual initial setup, and you must get to know both OBS and VDO.Ninja. Then we did the review, and then the second video just watched now, and that is basically the one that starred Angelica. Now, there are differences between OneStream.Live and VDO.Ninja. They are aimed at different markets. VDO.Ninja is free, and it's aimed to help people communicate around the globe, and it's got users around the world, all of whom have their own computers or their own phones. This is an important point. It's been engineered to be low bandwidth, and you can reduce the resolution of the screen. Now, I'm coming out to you at the moment in glorious 1080p. You can go down in Ninja, lower. You still get the same pitch, but it's not quite the same quality. Not as many pixels traveling around. And that's where VDO.Ninja comes into its own, in a low bandwidth situation. So you've got talking heads on screen, but you've not got the videos, you've not got, yeah. Now, you can do everything that I'm showing you with VDO, but it gets complicated. And this is where OneStream.Live scores. OneStream.Live is simple and straightforward. It's built to be turnkey, yeah? So you don't have to go through a series of learning curves to actually get it running. You don't have to worry about anything because everything's handled for you. If you just come on screen, then you can go live. And we're going to prove that in a minute. So what I'm going to do now, because we've been behind the scenes of VDO, I'm just going to take you on a quick trip behind the scenes of OneStream.Live, because I'm going to show you my studio, and we'll see how that works. So let's take a look at OneStream.Live. Hello and welcome. This is the OneStream.Live system. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go into the studio and chat to Angelica. So if I go enter the studio, the first thing that happens is that it brings up a screen and it initializes my camera. So I should appear on the left hand side. That's it. My host camera is already added. My name is created, and I just go into create. And it will create the session. Okay, so I'm now on screen and I'm going to invite a guest. So invite guest, copy the link and go over to Angelica, and I spoke to Angelica a moment ago. So I can paste the link in. Okay, and we're back. So this is my studio and everything that I need is here. So I've got the branding. Okay, I've got text, I've got banners, I've got logos. Then I've got intervals that I can play during the live broadcast. And I've got videos as well. So everything I need is in my studio, and down below you can see that I can control my microphone, I can control my camera, I can share, and well, I can just wait for Angelica to arrive in my studio. It's so simple and so straightforward. Everything is done for you. It is so easy to use. There's nothing to learn. I mean, you can actually be live within 10 minutes of actually joining OneStream and getting a plan. And it's so easy, and we're just waiting for Angelica. Angelica should be able to join us in a second. I'm just checking if I press return. That's probably what I missed. Okay, so the link has gone to Angelica. I'm in the studio. Angelica will appear on the left-hand side in a moment, and all is good, we hope. Okay, so simple, so straightforward, and let's wait for Angelica, and hopefully Angelica's got Messenger open. It's not going to work properly if she hasn't. Okay. So it says above, someone wants to join this broadcast, and I'm going to admit them. Admit. Okay, and over on the left-hand side of the screen, we have Angelica, whose camera should come through in a second, and I can then press add to scene. That's it. Hello, Angelica.
Hello, Stephen.
It's good to see you. I'm just doing the different setups. The thing is that all the screen setups are down below, and I can choose the one I want. So there we have it. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank
you. Okay, now we can start chatting straight away. And that's the beauty of this. As soon as Angelica joined us, we're able to talk. So I'm just going to share a screen, then perhaps you could tell us something about it. I know I'm not, hopefully not surprising you too much, but if I share screen and I go over here and I go there and share, and coming back to the studio, it should appear above us. Would you like to talk about this?
Well, yes, I did try to get into the London Marathon. I didn't get the ballot entry. I think people are saying winning a ballot entry in the London Marathon is even smaller than winning the lottery, and we know how huge that chance is to win the lottery. But this has been my dream for a long time, to do the London Marathon, and it wasn't until this year that I realized a lot of people actually walk the London Marathon as well, or do a mixture, because there's no way I'll be able to run the London Marathon. I can walk it. I'm very confident that I can walk it with some running in. So I finally did get a place via a charity, and I am running the London Marathon next year.
Absolutely brilliant. And I am official fundraiser, and we have a very busy 8 or 9 months ahead. Angelica's going to be busier than I am. Angelica, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. So that's how easy it is to actually join the broadcast and to bring somebody in. So you're in control. You're director, and you can have up to 10 people on screen. It's so simple and straightforward to do. I'm grateful to Angelica for popping in then. But everything that you need to go live is here, and the learning curve is shorter than VDO.Ninja. This is a lot easier to use. I'll see you in a moment. Right, okay. And you heard Angelica a moment ago, but this is different because we're now live on YouTube, and I want to bring Angelica in again. I've got 2 reasons for doing this.
Hello.
Hello, Angelica. Let me just hide a few things. So I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to remove that, and we've just got a situation now where we're on screen. Now, this is how we normally broadcast, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Yeah, I mean, basically, you can tell the difference. This is live. This is Angelica's microphone working properly. Before, I was recording the situation, and that caused lower volume on Angelica's microphone. But now we're live. Now, we were talking about this morning about the London Marathon and how chuffed you are.
Well, I'm extremely chuffed, and at the same time, absolutely petrified.
Right. So just can you write, when is the London Marathon next year?
21st of April.
21st of April. So we're now at the end of August. So you've got September, October, November, and well, it feels a long time.
It's not.
It's not. Okay. Can you tell us the training you do at the moment? Because about 12 months ago, you started somewhere that's changed things.
Yeah, I started at it's a gym like it's called Fruity Fit. It's in Devise. Well, it's in Wiltshire. It's for women over 40, and it's a very small gym. The Deviser studio at most, I think, can take 6 people, and they're always 30-minute sessions. And so I started doing a lot of strength training, a lot of things that I never thought I would enjoy. And that has made me a lot fitter than just walking has. So that's why I thought, well, I have walked the Sarsen Trail before, which
Oh,
is
yes.
now, well, about 10 years ago, 11 years ago nearly, I don't know. So that's 26 miles. And I did that in 7.5 hours. And at the time, that was my third time, and I vowed I would never do it again because I was just finished. It took me a week to recover. And I said, no, this is it. But doing all the extra strength training, and you and me do a lot of walking as well, I thought I can actually do this. And I didn't realize that actually quite a lot of people walk the London Marathon. And so my aim is to walk most of it, but I do need to do some running because my aim is to finish it in 6.5 hours
That's
rather
quite,
than seven and a
yeah,
half hours.
that's quite a target. But you were running this morning.
Yeah, I was. Yes, that's not quite. I managed to run a whole mile in one go. There's only another 25 miles to go. Piece of cake, isn't it?
It, well, it's not a piece of cake. We know. I mean, we do the park run on Saturdays. That's where we started. What,
Yeah.
8 months ago? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
9 months ago, October. Nearly,
October. Yeah,
nearly a year. Yeah, not
yeah,
long.
yeah. And that's 3 miles, which is sort of it's not 26 miles, but it is a start, and that's where we discovered that we actually both enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's changed the focus of our week because we both normally go park run on Saturday, and we'll be there on Saturday night. Now, the reason that I brought you in, let's just go to the menu for today. I'm just going to bring the menu in, and we've been talking about VDO.Ninja, and we got down to using OneStream.Live for guests and the review of OneStream.Live, and then the studio discussion about live broadcasting is taking place. But underneath that, it says the word surprise,
Oh
and
dear.
I'm gonna take that off there because I have a surprise for you.
Right.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay.
Shall I do a drum roll countdown?
Go on then.
Okay, this is the Angelica's London Marathon 2024 website, and it's live, and it has a hashtag of ALM20 2024, which I used earlier, and the website is yours. In fact, you invited me. You invited me to be chief fundraiser, which was a brave thing to do. And as my first step in fundraising, this morning I created this website, and its URL is ALM 2024, which stands for Angelica's London Marathon 2024. But when you're actually type in Angelica's London Marathon, people are going to make mistakes. So it's ALM 2024. And if I just hide this, we can have it. If I go like that, there it is. Now that's all there is at the moment.
Okay.
But it's a start. And I'm sure that you can actually, well, as soon as this broadcast is finished, first thing I'm going to do is to make you an admin of the site, because then it's all yours. And there are all sorts of things. One of the things that, just between you and I, one of the things you can do straight away is basically feature FrujiFit on a page permanently for the next 9 months. Which is,
Yeah, and a link to the Shore Trust fundraising page, of course.
you've got your thinking cap on already.
Yeah.
All sorts of things are possible. So that's my gift to start off with. And
That is a surprise.
well, you need a website. I mean, it's a once in a lifetime thing. You're determined to do this. I know you'll do it. And this is to track your journey between now
All
and
my
then.
failings.
No, your journey. Your journey. You're going to be success. Whatever you do is going to be successful because you're going to get fitter week after week.
Yeah, and I will finish it. I know I will complete it. I just don't know yet of what the time will be.
Well, that if you finish it, that's awesome. And time comes secondary. Yeah,
True.
it really does. It really does.
And I know somebody who will be standing at the finishing line
Well, if you think about it,
waiting for me.
to actually get into the London Marathon is not easy. That's probably
No.
the hardest bit of all, isn't it?
It is. It is. I mean, if you wanted to get in through the ballot, I know of people who've been trying year after year after year after year and never made it. Yes, there are people who put their name down for the first time and get in straight away. I wasn't one of those either. But I found a really nice charity who has put their trust in me.
Yeah.
But that goes both ways because I now need to fundraise for them as well.
Indeed, and today is you started yesterday with Martin, so
That's right. Yeah.
that's off to a great start. But your fundraising page can go onto the website. Your work over the next 9 months can go on there as well. Fruity can go on there as well. All sorts of things are possible, and you don't need to even. Well, it's up to you. It's up to you what you do with it. I've just created it as a place to actually start from. And as I say, I'll give you the link after this. Now, the thing we've been doing during this last session, this last quarter of an hour, is actually looking at OneStream.Live and using facilities of OneStream.Live. So I can put the web page full screen and you can still hear myself and Angelica. I can put myself full screen. I'm just pressing one button at a time and it's enabling me to actually change how the screen looks whilst we're live. I can show the website live. Okay, I can show the card for this show live, and all the time that we're doing this, we are live and Angelica is here. Yeah, so everything we're doing is visible to Angelica. Now, this is a point. When you're using VDO.Ninja, you cannot see what's happening on OBS. Angelica can see everything that's happening on the studio. If I go like this, then Angelica can see the change in the display straight away. Yeah. This is not true of broadcasting from VDO.Ninja because, as we saw earlier, you've got the website, you've got OBS. OBS is doing the broadcast and VDO is just static. So people can talk to each other, but they can't see what's happening on screen. So all the showing of videos, all the showing of text, all the showing of images, you just wouldn't see it. Totally different experience on VDO. This is basically it actually draws you in and makes you interested because as a viewer, how's it look from your point, Angelica?
It looks fine like this. I did notice this yesterday. I almost said something and I thought, no, I better not. When we were having the trial run and you said, oh, I'll do this and I'll do this and I'll do this. And I thought, no, he isn't. I couldn't see anything. But then I realized afterwards that, yes, you saw what you were doing, whereas I didn't.
And that's basically when you have guests on the show, like we're on the show today, what you want to be able to do is to share the experience. And on VDO, you can't. Simple as that. Because if you started saying, go and look at OBS or go and look at it, you're using people's resources. If you go live on YouTube and people got to watch the YouTube broadcast whilst they're in your video studio, then they're using twice as much internet. So it is a brilliant system, but there are benefits to actually coming into the OneStream studio and just being able to press a button and just change things. That I've taken myself out of the broadcast.
I didn't think there was Weird.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the thing is, you can make a different set of mistakes, different systems, different mistakes. But that was it. So we're going to hide that for a moment. We're going to hide the image, and then we're back to Angelica and I, because we've been broadcasting together now on Ask Angelica for quite a few years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trying to think how many. 6?
6, yeah, I would think 6 or 7 years.
Something like this, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're live at 2:00 every other Friday. But now, because of OneStream.Live, just because of OneStream.Live, the problem was that Angelica and I used to say we're live every 2 weeks, and people used to turn around and say, which 2 weeks? Yeah, because with holidays and what have you, it doesn't work. You can't say that. So what we're doing now, starting in September, we're back in September, is that we'll go live one Friday, and then using OneStream the week after, we will play 3 previous episodes so that we can say to people, we are live every Friday. Even though we're not, I know we're not strictly live, but we are broadcasting every Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's purely because of OneStream.Live. Because OneStream.Live not only does the live video, which we're doing now, but it does recorded video, which is brilliant. Because every episode of Ask Angelica, and we're in season 5 now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Every season, every episode has been recorded. It's all on YouTube, on Angelica's YouTube channel, so we can play videos from there directly from OneStream.Live, schedule it to go out at 2:00, promote it, and people can learn German whenever they wish, any Friday at 2:00. In fact, we could create a 24-hour channel for German, but we all need a little break, so we're just going to do it once a week. But reminder that over the coming weeks, you will see this website grow. You will see live video here as I interview Angelica about our progress. I've not told her about that yet.
Oh no.
Okay. You will possibly see Angelica's walks on Strava. All sorts of things are possible. So Angelica's taking part in London Marathon 2024, and you're listening to both of us, and I am the chief fundraiser. There you are.
Brilliant.
Angelica, thank you for joining me on this live broadcast, and it's good to be live. Yeah, I'm waiting to September when we can be live again with Ask Angelica season 5.
Yeah.
But for now,
thank you for the surprise.
Okay, I'll give you the link afterwards. Okay, but it is, remember, it's easy to remember. Angelica's London Marathon 2024, ALM242024.com. Just a minute. I know you want to take a look around. I'll give you access afterwards. I'm just going over into Messenger, and I've posted the link to the website in Messenger. So as soon as you scarper off from here, you can go and have a look at it.
I will do that.
Right. See you soon. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Right. Now, the whole thing is that this is easy in OneStream.Live because we can share web pages. I can bring images in and just show them on screen. I can bring guests in. I can have up to 10 guests on screen live at the same time. I can spring surprises on my partner by showing her the website. And let's just have a look at the agenda. And I'm just going to replace that with the agenda. I think we've actually got through. We did the introduction at the beginning. How does VDO.Ninja work? We've done that. I did a quick review of VDO.Ninja, and it's basically a very useful piece of software, and it complements what OneStream.Live does. They're not in competition. They are complementary, and you can use them whenever it depends on the purpose. If you're doing a show and you've got, let's just go here for a moment. If you're doing a show and you've got people from around the globe taking part, and some of whom don't have good internet, then basically VDO.Ninja is the choice. Next, if you want the simplest system to use, the most powerful system, one which uses live video and recorded video, and goes out to 45 different destinations, and goes out to live video web pages, which I covered in last week's broadcast, then OneStream.Live. OneStream.Live is the complete system, and it's just as you saw earlier when I played the video, just the one page. I'm just going to go over here again and give you a reminder, if I can find it. This is going to be a difficult thing, a reminder of how OneStream.Live works. Hello and welcome. This is the OneStream.Live system, and what we're going to do is I'm going to go into the studio and chat to Angelica. So if I go enter the studio, the first thing that happens is that it brings up a screen and it initializes my camera. So I should appear on the left hand side. That's it. My host camera is already added. My name is created, and I just go into create, and it will create the session. Okay, so I'm now on screen and I'm going to invite a guest. So invite guest, copy the link and go over to Angelica, and I spoke to Angelica a moment ago, so I can paste the link in. Okay, and we're back. So this is my studio and everything that I need is here. So I've got the branding. Okay, I've got text, I've got banners, I've got logos. Then I've got intervals that I can play during the live broadcast. And I've got videos as well. So everything I need is in my studio, and down below you can see that I can control my microphone, I can control my camera, I can share, and well, I can just wait for Angelica to arrive in my studio. It's so simple and so straightforward. Everything is done for you. It is so easy to use. There's nothing to learn. I mean, you can actually be live within 10 minutes of actually joining OneStream and getting a plan. And it's so easy, and we're just waiting for Angelica. Angelica should be able to join us in a second. I'm just checking if I press return. That's probably what I missed. Okay, so the link has gone to Angelica. I'm in the studio. Angelica will appear on the left hand side in a moment, and all is good, we hope. Okay, so simple, so straightforward, and let's wait for Angelica, and hopefully Angelica's got Messenger open. It's not going to work properly if she hasn't. Okay, so it says above, someone wants to join this broadcast, and I'm going to admit them. Admit. Okay, and over on the left hand side of the screen we have Angelica, whose camera should come through in a second, and I can then press add to scene. That's it. Hello Angelica.
Hello Stephen.
It's good to see you. I'm just doing the different setups. The thing is that all the screen setups are down below, and I can choose the one I want. So there we have it. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank
you. Okay, now we can start chatting straight away. And that's the beauty of this. As soon as Angelica joined us, we're able to talk. So I'm just going to share a screen, then perhaps you could tell us something about it. I know I'm not, hopefully not surprising you too much, but if I share screen and I go over here and I go there and share, and coming back to the studio, it should appear above us. Would you like to talk about this?
Well, yes, I did try to get into the London Marathon. I didn't get the ballot entry. I think people are saying winning a ballot entry in the London Marathon is even smaller than winning the lottery, and we know how huge that chance is to win the lottery. But this has been my dream for a long time, to do the London Marathon, and it wasn't until this year that I realised a lot of people actually walk the London Marathon as well, or do a mixture, because there's no way I'll be able to run the London Marathon. I can walk it. I'm very confident that I can walk it with some running in. So I finally did get a place via a charity, and I am running the London Marathon next year.
Absolutely brilliant. And I am official fundraiser, and we have a very busy 8 or 9 months ahead. Angelica's going to be busier than I am. Angelica, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. So that's how easy it is to actually join the broadcast and to bring somebody in. So you're in control. You're director, and you can have up to 10 people on screen. It's so simple and straightforward to do. I'm grateful to Angelica for popping in then. But everything that you need to go live is here, and the learning curve is shorter than VDO.Ninja. This is a lot easier to use. I'll see you in a moment.